Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another American Reacts. We're looking at a pretty funny one. This is related to a video that's going pretty viral for me when I reacted to Australian healthcare and being presumably better than the U.S. For way less money, that's for sure. Of course, in the grand scheme of things, costing a lot less than it is here in America. So this one's related to that. This one's Australians on the street, presumably, guess American medical costs. And this comes from a channel called Welcome To. Make sure to check them out. It will be in the description down below so you can watch their channel and watch this uninterrupted. Here we go. Let's get straight to it. Healthcare is extremely expensive in the U.S., and I guess we're going to see what some Australians think. Here we go.
$250 to $350 US dollars.
Damn, that's a bit of a rort.
Yeah, it's about $400.
$400. You know, I'm actually looking at moving to the States, and this is like scaring me a bit.
Just let me die.
If you don't have money, good luck.
They have the best healthcare in the world. It's just really friggin' expensive.
So many of you voted for Harambe and Taylor Swift. Don't vote Trump 2020.
Well, there you have it. I mean, the one guy said we have the best healthcare in the world. I don't know if it's technically the best in the world. It's good. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I always feel confident when I'm at the doctor or a family member is at the doctor or the hospital. I always feel confident, like, it is great healthcare. And we have some of, like, the top specialists in the world. I mean, people literally in Chicago, for example, we have so many that people come from different continents to Chicago just to get work done. So I know the U.S. healthcare is good, but it's so expensive, it's scary. It literally is scary, and yeah, they make a good point there.
Most people know that medical costs in the USA are expensive, but a lot of people don't know just how expensive it can get. Here in Australia, we are very lucky to have one of the best healthcare systems in the world. So I'm going out to talk to random, everyday Australians to see if they can guess the American price of MRI scans, inhalers, a day in hospital, and a few other things.
Jeez.
Are you Australian?
That one stat stuck out big time. It showed all these like 000 for all these countries, and then 643,000. If you didn't catch it, that was how many people go bankrupt from medical related expenses, and it was 0 for, you know, United Kingdom, Australia, and so forth. And then of course 643,000 Americans in a certain year or something went bankrupt. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, I'm Australian.
Okay, what do you think of the healthcare system that we have here? Do you have any thoughts?
It's alright, it could be improved in places, but generally it's pretty acceptable.
I think we have it pretty good.
Yeah, compared to like America, at least we have Medicare, so.
I mean, it's better than America, like a lot better, but I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Like, I've looked at other countries and like, sheesh.
I think we have a pretty good healthcare system.
Yeah.
Compared to other countries, absolutely.
And so can I give you a few things and you tell me how much you think they cost?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you think an MRI costs in Australia?
Oh, geez. Privately, I'd say probably about...
Like if you had to pay for it, if you didn't have any...
If you had to pay for it,
Yeah.
I'd say a couple $100.
Under Medicare,
Wow.
It is free here, and
I was going to say, they're probably going to say, like, because keep in mind, the Medicare makes everything, you know, free, even though it's paid through taxes, of course, and other means. But yeah, it is free, like, at the door. Like, you don't really pay anything through a single transaction. But I think they're also going to mention maybe private, because they said, it did say that a good percentage of Australians in the video that you should watch that I did when I reacted to Australian healthcare, it did say that a lot of people do get private insurance. But even through private insurance that is arguably, you know, maybe a little better than the standard Medicare, it's still, I believe, like really affordable, even the prices, right? Compared to, of course, America. So yeah, basically I just wanted to throw that out there, that like maybe the prices they're talking about is through private healthcare.
What do you think the cost is with no healthcare, like no private insurance?
healthcare, I think it's about $300 or so, I think.
I'm gonna say $200 to $250.
I guess it's about 200 because I've been quoted for like a parkour injury and guessing about 200 in Australia.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like $200-300.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think it costs in the US?
Very reasonable.
Like no
it's
healthcare
way
or
worse.
insurance.
No healthcare or insurance. I'd say about like 3,000 or some bullshit.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna
geez.
say $500.
$2,000-3,000.
Maybe 500.
Now, let me preface this. I am reacting to this, but unfortunately, this time I don't have a lot of knowledge on this. Thankfully, this is a good thing, right? Fingers crossed. I've had very good luck with my health most of my life. So that includes, like, I've never even broken a bone or extreme things like that. So I don't have a lot of experience with big-time medical appointments. Thankfully, even I won't know some of these prices of the U.S. things, but yeah, I guarantee it's more than $200 for an MRI here.
It's about 1,500 Australian
Really?
dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about an inhaler in the
Not as bad as I thought it would be, but of course it's way more.
US? What do you reckon that costs? Just one.
$50.
I mean,
Inhaler?
America?
Probably
Maybe like $100.
$100? Maybe $100?
$200.
Oh, like $100 maybe?
$50 maybe?
It's about $300. $250
yeah.
to $350 US dollars.
Damn, that's a bit of a rort.
It's about like $400 Australian.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Kind
That
of
is
par for the course here,
crazy.
you know?
Because like here it's like $50
Yeah.
at worst.
$50.
Yeah, it's about $400.
$400.
Yeah,
So
Australian.
many people have inhalers. And
I have an inhaler.
You need so many of them because they're
They
they're
run out,
vital.
and-
oh god.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's one day in hospital, do you think, in Australia?
In Australia, I'm guessing $100.
$500
Oh
or
my
$1,000?
I don't know, 800?
Couple of thousand a day?
$300.
600?
500, 600?
$0.
No, no, it costs money still.
About, let's say $300
It's about $1,000
in Australia
Yeah,
for a day
per
in hospital. In
If
a
you
day
have
in
no-
hospital. Okay.
What do you think that is in the USA?
I hope it's the same, but I'm
I'm
sure
a little confused by that stat, but let's see what they say by the.
it's not.
Between
For the
5 to
American
10?
one.
1,000?
Yeah.
$5,000.
2,000.
That's about like $7,000, $8,000.
Oh my god.
Per
I didn't know
day.
it was that bad.
$7,000 a
Australian
day.
dollars, yeah.
7,000 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
See, that's why I live in Australia.
Something ridiculous. I'm gonna go like 5,000 or something crazy.
Yeah, $5,000 US dollars is like an average day in hospital.
You know, I'm actually looking at moving to the States, and this is like scaring me a bit.
Oh, your ice cream's melting.
Oh,
Do you
well.
want to take an ice cream break?
Yeah.
I assume ice cream breaks are even more common in Australia, right? Very, very hot. Gotta eat it quick. Nice touch
What do you
on
think
the
it costs
video.
to get
I like
bitten
that.
by a venomous snake in the USA?
1,000. Yeah, I'd say $1,000.
Because you've got
That's a
the
good question.
anti-venom and you've got the days in hospital.
Oh, that'd be like at least $10,000 then maybe.
In America,
I would
I'm
guess
guessing like
2,000.
ooh, I want to say $1,000 to $2,000.
Oh, you have to be a rich son of a gun. Maybe like $1,000 for anti-venom.
3,000.
3,000 to 5,000.
It's definitely $5,000.
$8,000.
Let's say 1,000.
$700.
Close to $500 to $1,000 for a shot of some of the anti-venoms.
Oh, what I found online was an average of about $40,000.
God
Oh,
damn.
It
come
seemed like some
on.
of them you needed about 5 shots,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they were more than $1,000.
What?
Okay, that sounds crazy. I don't know if that's right. That sounds way too much. A lot of this sounds way too much. Like I said, I'm not defending the U.S. Like, I know healthcare is unbelievable here, but there is options, right? Like, we do have our own, version of Medicare and Medicaid and assisted medical expenses and, different programs and private health insurance and jobs usually offer you some perks. Trust me, it's not. Let me just give it to you this way. On the ground, you no matter what you read on the internet or whatever, on the ground, it is cheaper than you think. Not saying it's great, not saying it's as good as free, but it is cheaper than you think usually. But yeah, if that's true, that is messed up, man. Because I'm in the desert right now and there are snakes everywhere. And I can't even imagine the thought of, oh, you get bit, you have to get an anti-venom to, save you. And it's going to cost you 40 grand plus. Like, that just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, and I saw some stories of it costing up to like $180,000.
This is why the
Yeah,
black
that doesn't
market
sound right.
exists.
Yeah, you can just see me dying, like from a snake bite. I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
my
I'm with
life
you.
is
If I get bit
over,
by a
no
snake, it's
debts for
180
me.
grand.
What about
I'm
childbirth?
dead.
What do you think that costs in the USA? Just all the medical expenses.
Childbirth. Oh, my mom's a midwife. I should know this. In America,
Yeah.
I'd say $5,000.
Definitely $5,000.
Maybe almost $8,000.
I'm gonna say $50,000.
No.
I'm gonna say 5,000.
Look at how many people are in the U.S. Our birth rate is pretty high. It doesn't cost 50 grand to have a kid.
I think here it's about 6, so I'd say over there probably about 15 to 20.
Like 5,000?
That's about 10,000 US
10,000.
dollars. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it can go up
that's-
to 30,000.
10,000.
Again, real experience here, we have 2 kids, it's not that much.
So like maybe like 14,000 Australian dollars.
God damn.
But it can go up to 30,000
much.
US dollars.
That is way too much.
I'm not going to go to America anyway, so it's fine.
What does that make you think of the US healthcare system?
Well, I
It's
feel
flawed.
like they just put too much money into their army. I think they need to. I think they need to put a little more money in healthcare and stuff. Like that's crazy.
In general,
There's certainly a lot of money going into the military. I'm with you there.
the US, they have the best healthcare in the world. It's just really friggin' expensive.
I'm already grateful for Australia's healthcare system because I actually used to work in pharmacy, so I know about the PBS and I know how well Australians are looked after. So we are blessed here.
I'm just glad that Medicare exists, to be honest.
I think
yeah.
I think we're very quick to say, you know, oh, our country's so bad, you know, we've got all these things happening.
Everyone's
but I think when you
quick
look
to say
at it
that
in
about their
perspective
own
and you
country.
see how much they're costing just for what we consider basic human care to make sure we can function and continue our lives, it's something to really think about and be very grateful for.
What's your message to any Americans watching this?
Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. It's expensive.
Don't vote Trump 2020.
Get
Don't
yourself
do it.
together
Don't
and just
do it.
don't do it.
Please.
Alrighty, there it is with the awesome political ending. That is it for Australians Guess American Medical Costs. What did you think of that? Did you play along? I hope you played along and guessed. Did you get some right? Did you get some wrong? How far off were you? Even I didn't know some of those, but I'm also a little suspect on some of those, right? Like they seemed a little high, and then of course the one that we have experienced with childbirth, it was not that much. There's different. The problem is America's healthcare system is very complicated, so that is a problem even in itself. The good part is that it's usually not as expensive as foreigners think, but then of course it's still a problem because it's complicated and there's all these different, like legs of the base of the healthcare. So, you can get that price down. It's just, it is complicated. There's all these variables. So yeah, what you can gather, if you're not from America and you're watching this, hopefully you learned something and found it interesting. And what I take away is it's not as expensive as portrayed in most videos, but again, it is great healthcare, but it's very, very expensive and it can be scary. And it is what it is. Hopefully in the future, it can be improved. Who doesn't want improvement? Of course. I feel like it has to be. It is scary how expensive some things are, and it can get out of hand quick. So you just got to stay healthy. At the end of the day, everyone on the street in Australia seems to be quite okay with Australian Medicare, and that's a good thing, right? It seems like good quality healthcare, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, no pun intended. So that being said, guys, if you got a laugh from this, if you enjoyed it, if you liked playing along, make sure to throw a thumbs up on there. I do appreciate it. Helps the video out tremendously. Subscribe for more stuff like this. Check out the description for this original video from Welcome To. Make sure to check it out. And also you can check out other links in the description and help my channel. Remember, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, guys. Catch you later.